Welcome back. Welcome back to What's the Juice at the Juicy T 1111 Energy. I hope you all are well and rested. I also hope you are taking advantage of those spiritual baths that have been coming out in the last couple of messages. It is imperative. It is imperative. Okay, family. Thank you for being here, especially when it comes to releasing some sort of expectation. Okay, everything happens in divine timing. This is what I am hearing. All right. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Thank you for how you sow positivity into our space. I am truly grateful. Thank you for all of the new members. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to make sure. Shoot. Okay. Thank you for all of the new members who have become a part of our space. I am truly grateful. Okay. Let me see what I got going on over here, family. Okay. So you may be getting yourself organized. Okay. This is the energy I am picking up on at this time. All right. But I also feel this energy of releasing expectations. Okay. Because can only expect from yourself, no one else. Okay. This is an important message for someone. All right. I'm not saying that you expect things from others, but sometimes you can find yourself feeling like, okay, somebody owes you something. Let me tell you, family, what is due will be due, and it will come to you. Okay. All right. Let's tap in. I call upon the divine light to surround me. I invite my ancestors, guides, and protectors to stand with me. No lower energy may enter this space. Only what serves truth, healing, and highest good is welcomed here. And so it is. Ashe. So yeah, releasing the expectations here, letting go of expectations and allow things to unfold naturally. Okay. I feel like this is definitely a message that Spirit wants to let someone know. I know you've been waiting for a long time. Many of you are waiting for this new boo energy, okay? Because that the couple cards didn't belong in the deck, okay? So, but I feel also this was another card that was in the deck that didn't belong. I feel like many of you could be feeling the energies of being gaslit, mind games, okay? Somebody testing you, all right? Trying to analyze you emotionally, okay? This is also the energy of like, I'm picking up on your family here. Okay. Just take it how it resonates with this emotionally unavailable energy. It's like, I feel like you have been there emotionally for people, places, things. Okay. Environments, circumstances, situations, friends, family, foes. Take it how you know. Okay. But I feel like you are at your wit's end because they haven't been there for you. Right. They've been sending you mixed signals here. Okay. It says the signals from someone are unclear and confusing. All right. I feel like this has a lot to do with letting go of expectations. Allow those to become comfortable with themselves before they try to become comfortable with you. Okay. Tell me more about this message of releasing expectations and mixed signals. Yeah. Connect through shared experiences. All right. Shared experiences deepen the bond between you and others. Okay. So this is giving me the energy of like, don't try to rush or push somebody to see your way, your side of things of that nature. Either they're going to see it or they're not. You don't have time to try to make anybody see your side of things. Okay. This is the energy. You could be trying to get someone to see, your side, your viewpoints, something from your point of view, with this what if energy that's over here. Okay. What if they were able to see it from your perspective? Would they see things your way? That's what I'm getting from this. All right. So allow those to just naturally gravitate to you. Okay, not that you're forcing them, not that you're pulling them. Just allow those to naturally gravitate towards you. Okay, family. Also, this is very significant. Okay, so I did my spiritual bath, right? And I took every crystal I had and put it in the tub, but I didn't set them in like, very soft. I just kind of, rinsed them off first and threw them in the tub. Now, I bull crap y'all not. Two of my crystals split in half, but the way they split was like one was thicker, bigger, kind of for the masculine energy, and one was thinner, smaller for the feminine energy. There they go, right there. Okay, so the actual selenite tower here, it's split in two. And the actual, it was just shaped like possibly an eye. Selenite bowl is split in two, but one was, wider. And I looked at that like, masculine, feminine energy here. Okay, and I set them up there because I was like, and then when it happened, family, the divine was like, because I thought, oh my goodness, why would they have done that? And like perfect though, right? And the divine was like, because masculine and feminine energy is here. It's always here. It's present. It's a balance of things. Okay. There could have been some sort of exposing of lies here. All right, through you being your authentic self. This was unexpected news. Okay, this is giving me the energy of like two energies may be splitting apart so that two energies could come together. This also may be the energy of a masculine standing firm in the connection with a feminine energy and vice versa. Okay, because I feel like your new boo knows about the lies now, okay? The truth has definitely been exposed, okay? Somebody tried to possibly copycat you, say you weren't who you really were. You are who the divine says you are, okay? So you did show your true self and courageously here, all right? And this was definitely some unexpected news to a lot of people, okay? Yeah, they can't believe that the truth I heard. Ooh, excuse me, confirmation. Ooh, excuse me, confirmation has set you free. Okay. These mind games are just people still in your energy confessing to them still wanting to have some sort of control over you. But you also have someone here that is confessing and professing their love for you. Someone is about to confess their true feelings to you. Okay. I feel this is energy of positivity because of the flowers. All right. So take it how it resonates. Okay. Also use your discernment. Okay. Be very discerning as well for some of you. Yeah. Because you're not trying to keep up appearances for anyone, right? So keeping up appearances and acting like everything's fine, that's not who you are. You've always been somebody that's been very authentic, but you may be around people who are not as genuine and authentic as you. And this is just across the board. hmm I feel like some of you have become more mindful because you did have a very blunt, honest truth that you are used to speaking, but a lot of people can't handle it. They're very timid nowadays, I'm hearing. Okay. There's a lot of timid energy nowadays. Okay. Yeah. Boundaries are being respected now, especially when it comes to the people who have had ulterior motives. Because I feel like those boundaries are starting to be respected because they know you can see everything the way that it is intended to be seen. Once you see, you cannot unsee, right? So you are starting to see everything as it is, okay? Like I said, that timid energy was here, okay? Boundaries. The other person respects your personal space and boundaries, right? And I feel like this is happening because they know you can see their ulterior motives. It says someone may be getting close to you with hidden intentions. That's why I just said use your discernment, okay? For those who are experiencing the cold shoulder or who is giving someone the cold shoulder, it may be because there's some sort of disconnect, dissatisfaction here in the energy, the relationship, the friendship, whatever it is, okay? Something about you needing to be able to identify, is it spirit moving you to do things or is it your emotions moving you to do things, okay? There could be a combination of both, okay? How is someone making you feel, okay? I feel like with releasing this expectation and the mixed signals, you could have been going back and forth with someone, not identifying their need to control you in some sort of way. This is giving me that ulterior motive. Like, yeah, there are some things that are just unspoken, but you tap into it. The silent understanding of words that aren't spoken because you can tap into the energy and feel what it is that needs to be felt. So somebody here also has an unspoken understanding of you and a deep connection, okay? Then we have out here, yeah, this could be a shocking discovery. Very unexpected news for someone, okay? A shocking discovery, yeah, because they had no idea that possibly this new boo can relate to you without even speaking to you. Or they can relate to the energy that you have described to them, spoke about, etc. There's somebody that could relate to everything that you've been through. And this is shocking, yeah. Because they too possibly were in these circles of drama, okay? Not realizing that's what it was because it was the norm, okay? It had a lot to do with status quo, all right? Somebody realized, or they are realizing that you too were in these social circles that were full of dramatic changes, dealing with a lot of people that were bringing drama your way. I feel like you were dealing with people that just wanted to play in your face and tug and pull on your emotions and have you feeling some sort of way because they were feeding off of that negative energy. And I don't want to say it was negative energy, but not negative like that, but like, when your feelings get hurt, when you're feeling down, when you're in a depressed type of state, there are people that feed off of that energy, okay? You stop playing into that. You stop giving them your time, your space. You let them think what they wanted to think, say what they wanted to say. Somebody realizes now that, there's somebody that could relate to you through these experiences, through shared experiences. Now they could be thinking, what if, Somebody knows that you were dealing with people that were playing both sides, okay? Somebody that was trying to appease everyone. This is that energy, because that status quo will have you out here trying to appease everyone. Now, I'm not saying you, family. I know you gonna come in strong, right? Not me. Okay, and that's cool because I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't appease anybody but the Most High God, the divine creator of all living things, your angels, ancestors, and your spiritual team. Period. Okay. You may not be a people pleaser. You're not a people pleaser for who I'm speaking. Shoot, I promise you. You ain't worried about bridging any differences for who I pick it up on for real. It says, yeah, cultural differences bring challenges and growth. You ain't worried about it. You like either they gonna grow or they not. They gonna accept me or they won't. I don't care type energy. As long as the divine set accepts you, that's all that matters. Somebody has been there, okay? This new boo has been where you are. That's why they could relate to you. That's why a lot of people are out here feeling ashamed at this time, feeling like, yeah, egg on the face because of their past life echoes. I can't make it up. You have a lot of people that are ashamed. They feel like things have backfired on them. They got caught with egg on their face because it was relevant. Your truth was so relevant to the circumstance and the situation, the community in which you live in, etc., to where it had people, echo picking up the echoes of the past. Okay, trying to bring it into your new realm. Okay, so someone here, I feel like they actually lost the connection as soon as you quit playing the games with them because you was picking up on all their mixed signals. As soon as you stopped playing the games with them, those lies started being exposed. So now people, they're shocked. They know things backfired, okay? Because the past life echoes. It says some connections or feelings feel like echoes from the past. That's exactly what was happening, okay? And now it feels to me like the roles have flipped because, you were in shock that people were lying on you, trying to say things. You like, what? Quit playing with me. Don't ever come at me, with nothing like that because that's not even in your character. That's not even a part of your genetic makeup or makeover, okay? Because yes, in order to grow, you must change. But either way it goes, I feel like you've always been the same person normally that you are. You've always been the same person, but you just matured. Okay, you've learned to have this protective shell at the bottom of the deck, someone who is keeping their true emotions hidden for self-protection. You know what I'm saying? You started learning how to tap into that. Somebody could be thinking like, what if you didn't even have that protective shell up, right? What if this was the perfect world, right? Where everybody just accepted each other for who they were? Okay. Didn't have all these attachment issues. Okay. They weren't clingy. They weren't people that were attached to one another. They just accepted each other. It was like, paying a good deed forward type energy, or just being respectful, respecting boundaries, and just, showing, genuine respect, kindness, whatever the case may be, from an authentic space, versus what has been going on. People trying to make things be what they're not. People lying. People trying to appease everyone type energy. Yeah. The attachment issues, okay? What versus spreading positivity, okay? Because when you're attached to something, that's a needy feeling. Okay, issues of attachment, either excessive or fearful. This is what could have arisen, right? They're like, what if none of that had, popped up? With your protective shell and you being protective of your energy, that could have just allowed you to spread more positivity by keeping things, radiating positive energy and influences. But instead, you may have had your protective shell up because you knew you were dealing with energy vampires. And when you're dealing with energy vampires, you can't love on everybody the way you want to. And I don't mean in a physical way. I mean just show what love is really all about. And it, first of all, it is unconditional. It is unbiased. But you already knew, look, you was always dealing with these double crossers out here, okay? People that were all in your face, but double crossing you and betraying you behind your back with them mixed signals. Now these people, they want to see what's going on. Oh, they watching, okay? They keeping tabs on you, especially since they know they done got caught in lies, all right? Someone is definitely keeping a close eye on you and your actions. Someone could also be keeping a close eye on them and their actions, yeah, because the gossip is spread. Somebody knows that your new boo knew exactly what you were talking about. They've lived it. They've been through it. Yep. They knew these people could have been testing your limits, okay? Trying to see if you were going to break, trying to see what was going to happen, what you were going to do, okay? Pertaining to all types of things that were thrown at you, this adversity feeling I'm picking up on, okay? Yeah, testing limits. Someone is testing the limits of what examining, of what, and examining how you will react under pressure. hmm And look what happened. They found out testing your limits is gonna bring the truth out. It's like, oh shit. Yes. Okay, so testing your limits brought your truths straight forward to the forefront. Okay, straight forward and center. Okay, so testing your limits did nothing but bring the whole truth and nothing but the truth out, while they were giving partial truths. Okay, only sharing the parts of the truth that benefited oneself. That's what happened. Pushing them limits brought the whole truth and nothing but the truth out. Mm. Okay. Yes. Causing a lot of unspoken tension right now. You got some people on the fence, some people on the sidelines. They don't really know what's going on. The tension is lurking, though, beneath the surface. Yeah, because I feel like somebody is definitely shocked that there is a commitment here. Somebody is very committed to you because they know the experiences that you've gone through. So this commitment is an important factor in building a successful relationship with this person, family. Okay? All right. So that is the energy and that is the message at 1911. I'm going to leave that message here. Okay. Um, I heard that spirit. Okay. We're going to look up the 1911 number or 911. Let's see. Spirit wants us to see that. Let's see. Light worker. Okay. It says here, you are being called upon. Your guides call upon you to use your spiritual development to inspire others. Seeing this number is a message that you possess the gifts of spirit to remind people that their higher power rests inside them. The time is now to make changes in your life. Work so as to carry out this divine calling. Okay? So you're a light worker energy here. You are being called upon by your spiritual team to work diligently in that area, within those gifts of inspiring others to tap into themselves, because the answers that they seek are within. Yeah, looking over. Yeah, this brings in reconciliation here. Okay, putting in the work, using better communication, getting back together. An equal give and take type energy is here. Many are soul searching at this time for that energy. They do need to do the inner work. There's a deeper meaning and a spiritual path for everyone. And you have many energies over here that could be contemplating this at this time. They could be on the fence. Okay. Unsure of, the direction, the advice. Okay. Could be unsure of you. Okay. They could be playing games mentally and emotionally. Okay. Weighing out their options. This is giving me an energy trying to hold out. Hold out. Okay. Let's see what comes out. Oh, wait. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, you're in a safe space here, a place where you can truly be yourself and feel at peace. This is what Spirit wants you to know. But I also feel like, you're going to have your little troublemakers everywhere, family, but just realize that, most of these people, they be, I feel like they're going back in time, okay? A lot of times when you get older in age, your mind will revert back to your younger years. This is what I'm hearing. Okay. You could be dealing with some older aged adults, more mature elderly adults, but they are acting like children. I don't know who that message is for, but that could be the energy. Okay. What else, Spirit? Yeah. Somebody here, you're sick and tired of that, though. You're over it. You want to move on from that. You've made this decision up. Okay. You were tired of the repetitive cycle. Some of you could be living with older adults. Okay. Great aunts, great uncles, grandmas, grandpa type energy. Okay. You're tired of it because now it feels like, they are reverting back to their old childish ways. For somebody out here, that message is relevant. Okay. Somebody, you could be living with a group of people where you are seeing them revert to childish ways. Somebody here could be dealing with somebody that does have dementia and you don't know it, but I'm telling you it. Okay. I'm not a doctor though. Take them and get it checked out. Yeah. All this is, going up inferno. You were tired of being in this energy of desperation. Okay. Feeling as if you were self-sabotaging and you never were. It was just the way the system was built. All right. There is life in flames. Okay. Now this is also giving me a moth to a flame burned by the fire type energy. Okay. Somebody here, you could be at a breaking point. You just want to be free from a lot of energies that could be, controlling your life right now. Whether you want them to or not, it's almost like, you can't do something because you got to be here for this person or that person. And you may be seeking a life where you want to start dating. Okay. You are open to new love. Okay. Having fun. Okay. Putting yourself back on the market so that you can come up on this new boo. But I feel like your new boo knows who you are though. I don't know why I get that energy, but I feel like this person knows a lot more about you than you think. Final messages, please, Spirit. Okay. Yeah, there's some unfinished business here. Somebody really wants to come in and ask for your hand in marriage. They've forgiven something. They're hoping you forgive them. With this reconciliation coming out twice, they're hoping that you forgive them for believing the lies. Yeah. This person may be the one that wants to come in and resolve or fix an issue for you. because they know that you were dealing with a lot of people in an intoxic environment. They were getting bad advice, very low vibrational energy. Somebody here could have been an emotional leech, leeching off of your caring energy. That's that energy where they always got a sad story for you, and you be like, oh, and and that person be full of shit. Okay, they were just feeding off of your energy, but you've already seen a lot. You've seen some things take place within a toxic environment, and that's why you was like, oh yeah, nah, I'm good, because you know what I'm saying, family. Your safety is definitely a number uno, but you don't want to be, seeing things happen that definitely just ain't for you. Okay, but somebody knows that the environment you were in is toxic. I feel they do know that. Yeah, that may have been why there was no contact for a while. Okay, you could have been separated from this energy or these people. You may have set up some no contact boundaries, I'm hearing. Okay, you've blocked, you separated from these energies. You're giving them the silent treatment. You don't have time to disagree. You just like, and keep it moving type energy. hmm That was funny this morning too, family, right? Because I go outside, I had to do something real quick. I come back, my neighbor's like, hi, sunshine. I'm thinking to myself, should I turn around and tell her, look, talk to me the way that you talk to me when your friends ain't standing around? But I didn't, y'all. I just was like, good morning, and kept going. I almost called her grandma because my grandma used to call me sunshine. I had a few nicknames, okay? I'd be like, But yes. Yeah, that be that energy, family. Just, you're dealing with very toxic energies, right? And I don't know, this person could accidentally call you. Okay? I don't know if somebody had your number or not, or when they called you, it was like to tap in, like try to get into your energy some sort of way, playing on the phone so that they can make it rain. Like these are, this is very immature energy. You could be dealing with spam calls, scam artist type energies. They just want to make it rain. Take that how it resonates. I'm not going to take that message. I feel like spirit just wanted somebody to know. Maybe you're getting an overwhelming amount of spam calls for somebody. Okay, I don't know. Spirit is just throwing that message out there, okay? Tell me more. Yeah, listen. This relationship is one that you have been wanting, manifesting, okay? This is a relationship full of love, security, stability, protection, all right, abundance, okay. There's something here that you could have been, it could have been going on in the background you knew nothing about, but I feel like legal matters for whatever is going on they are going to go in your favor, okay. That is the message here. Legal matters in your favor, manifesting abundance. You could be an entrepreneur, okay? You're starting to receive some sort of blessings at this time, a windfall or some sort of promotion, okay? I feel like this is also within the energy, and it's just because of all the truths that have come out, okay? Yeah, somebody's out here hurting, crying, and depressed over that. They have a lot of pain and sorrow because they know they did you wrong. This could be a family member I'm picking up on. A family member knows that they, had a lot to do with what you were going through. Okay. And for many of them, they liked seeing it. Okay. They know there was some teamwork involved in that. That's why it came out. Deuces. Yeah. Because you had some family members that played a significant role here. They're hurting now because they know they had some teamwork going on. Okay. Sending people your way so that they could keep you in a low vibrational state. And now that you said deuces to them, their karma is starting to hit them now. hmm Without your energy, karma's hitting hard for somebody because they know you have taken your energy with you. You've called your power back basically through your truth. And you've taken your energy with you, and this is opening up a lot of opportunities for new energy, new positive energy. hmm That dating energy is here. Yeah, because you already knew you was under some sort of spiritual attack. So therefore, those karma triggers, anything that was triggering that energy, anything that was causing you to feel that way, you had definitely awakened to that, and immediately. That's what Spirit was saying yesterday. Yes, take your spiritual baths so that you can invoke your divine protection. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, yeah, people are out here envying you, family. Okay? They're out here envying you. So just stay in that very high vibrational energy, y'all. And I'm telling you, it is definitely that, especially when you take that spiritual bath, pray over your water, see all the stuff. Just it looked like gunk, dirt. Yes, that's cleansing them demons out. You hear me? Out and away from you. Look, when I look over. And that's what Spirit is saying. Your spirit is about to be subliminated. I heard that, family. I heard that loud and clear. For those, okay, confirmation. For those that don't know what that word means, okay. So you go from a solid to a liquid or a gas, okay, type energy. From a dry ice to a snow type of ice. But subliminated here. It's like you're changing form, okay? hmm I feel like you're changing form. Some of you could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You go from a solid, okay? So to me, you could be a water sign as well. Going from ice to water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Transforming. Yeah, I can't make it up. Bringing this whole thing into balance. hmm Your energy brings things into balance. All right, family? See what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, with pure, clear intentions. All right. So I'm going to leave that message here. I appreciate you tapping in. Thank you for the positivity. I appreciate however you choose to sow positivity into the space. I am grateful. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's close out. At this time, I release the weight of the matrix, its deception and betrayal. I stand rooted in my truth. I call back my power, my light, and my peace. I am whole. I am becoming, and so it is. Ashe. And until next time, you have a magnificent day. Ashe.